Welcome to France 2026. Back out to La Tremblaye, just south of Nantes, and only had the rods out 20 minutes this morning after arriving yesterday, having a nice easy setup, nice meal last night, and sleep at 8:30 and didn't wake up again until 7 this morning. Absolutely fantastic. Like I say, rods out 20 minutes and have a nice mid-40 in the net. So we'll have a look at that in a minute, and we'll get the rods back out and we'll see what else we can sort. 20 minutes in right spot. Snowman hook bait with a hardened LT bottom bait, soaked in LT liquid with a 10mm happy berry pop up. And this beaut is away, mid-40. So week's looking good already. Second fish of the trip, 51.6 £. I've used all my LT that I had at the leftover at the lake. There's 15 kilos gone over the 3 spots. I'll stick to the lake baits from now on. Still the same hook bait, Snowman, 18mm hard hooker, the LT soaked in LT liquid with a 12mm happy berry pop up and a simple blowback rib. Nothing too clever, just easy fishing. Let's see if we can carry on. Just round on one of the little margin spots, gonna put some bait in, a mix of the lake particle and the coconut cream boilie and the Ali Aqua pellets, and they're just gonna go in just into that little spot there at the end of that branch. Pellet. And there we are, spot primed. Next spot up, a spot aptly named the Bent Tree, just around a rod length out. We get some bait in there, get that primed for the night. Plenty in. I've got fair old appetites of these fish. That spot done. So things went a bit quiet from tea time last night. Dave's lost a fish early this morning. This afternoon, sun's out, warming up the spots because they're only 4.5 foot margins under the trees. Just one beep and I just saw the line start coming up through the water, so I hit it and it produced this 35.6 mirror. Put plenty of bait out. I'm now using the lake bait coconut cream, which is a fish meal, it's a bird food boilie, and plenty of the particle and pellet. Still using the good old Snowman setup with the LT hard hooker soaked in LT liquid with a 12mm happy berry pop up from the Rod Hutchinson stable. So things are still working. Let's see how the rest of the week goes. Mid-afternoon, brought all the rods in, rebaited, then been round and up the bait over the spots, probably 2.5 to 3 kilos over each spot, particle, pellet. The lake bait, use this mid-20 common. Only, I'd say probably half an hour after the rods have been in. So we'll get the rod back out on the spot, put some more bait in, and we'll see how things go. Well, we're now on the 4th morning. We're on 5 fish between us, 4 lost. Just a little bit about the lake. A lot of people ask me, Steve, you fish Tremblaye quite a lot. Why is that? Quite an easy answer. My mum's cousin and her husband bought the lake in 2010, 2011. So I've fished it 2 and 3 times a year ever since. I've watched the fish grow. I've seen the changes in the lake that they've made and to the accommodation and the buildings surrounding it. And it's just my go-to place. It's absolutely fantastic. It's so relaxing, quiet. There's so much wildlife about. And of course, the fishing's brilliant. Bit about the fish. We estimated when the lake was netted last, which was a good 10 years ago, that there was around 120 fish in the lake. Now, we're not so sure. We're thinking possibly 140, 145, maybe a few more, because we're catching fish that have never been seen before, but these fish are coming out at 30 pounds. Obviously, we've had the odd 10, 11 pounder, but not many. They don't seem to be caught much, the smaller ones. When they start getting to 18, 19 pound, then they start coming out. There's a lot of commons around the 24, 25 pound mark that are really thick across the shoulders. And obviously young fish still growing. But we've had 2 fish that have done 65 at the right time of year, with another, I'd say 5 or 6 50s. Plenty of 40s, plenty of 30s. I mean, this trip alone, 5 fish, we've had 120, 2 mid-30s, a 40 and a 50. So the average stamper fish is absolutely brilliant. So I'll leave you there. Just baited the spots up and we'll have a little bit of talk about the amenities that we've got here and everything else you can expect if you come and visit us. See you soon. So bite time seems to be between 3 and 5. It's 42 pound mirror. Again on the margin spots. 3.5 to 4 kilo of boilie particle and pellet over the top. Seems to be doing the business for us. We're picking up at least 1 fish a day. Usual snowman setup. 18mm LT hard hooker soaked in LT liquid, and the 12mm Appleberry pop up on top from the rod hitches is stable. So carry on as we're going. Just before tea, another mid-20 common. Same thing, snowman rig, LT hard hooker, soaked in LT liquid, 12mm Appleberry pop-up on a simple blowback rig. And there you go, lovely common. Rods will be kept out tonight, rest the spots, and then be back in the morning. £52.5 Tremblaye Magic. She's been very lively this morning, so I'm going to get her straight back. Happy days. It's a bit warm this afternoon, so this one's going straight back. £46, fantastic looking creature. Put him back, and let's see if some of his brothers and sisters can come and see the bank. Good morning. Just after breakfast, took John and Jen out for a lovely meal last night. Nice local restaurant. So rods were brought in at just before tea and left out all night. So we had a nice kip. Got back out at breakfast this morning and baited the spots quite heavily. We took a new delivery of bait yesterday, a new fish meal, Scopex squid bait to run alongside the bird food, milk protein, coconut cream. And we also got hold of some high protein pellet. Don't need as many as those in as we've been putting in with the Ali Aqua pellet. This time of year, don't want to be putting too many Ali Aquas in, as they are quite a high oil content. I don't think they do fish that much good, but they do like to eat them. So we'll just keep those to a minimum now. Plenty of boilie in, that'll do them perfect. So hopefully rods are in. Bit of wind this morning, temperature isn't as hot, but the pressure's dropped again. So we've seen 3 or 4 fish crash this morning, which we haven't seen in the last 4 or 5 days. So we might be onto a winner. We'll keep you informed. Well, what a difference 24 hours makes. 26 degrees yesterday. Thunderstorm first thing this morning. And now it's blowing an absolute gale. Heavy showers. Plenty of ripple on the lake. So hopefully it's going to move these fish about a bit. Still warm. Even with a bit of wind and rain, it's still a beautiful place. Here's hoping 1 or 2 of these goes off today. There's the rig that's been doing the damage. 18mm LT hard hooker, soaked in LT liquid, and a 12mm Berry pop-up, snowman style, and a simple blowback rig. Quite a few hours, bit of rain, bit of wind, and a nice mid-20 common. Just brightens the afternoon up. Second fish this afternoon, taking a liking to the snowman rig with the LT bottom bait, soaked in LT liquid, and the 12mm Berry pop-up. Fish started moving now, plenty of ripple on the water. Let's see what the evening brings. So we're half on with packing down on our last full day fishing. Sunday, we set off home 7:30 tomorrow morning. 16 fish so far. It's been a really good trip. 5 days of beautiful weather. Then we had 1 day yesterday with thunder and lightning, rain, and today it's brightened up again. Just ready for us to pack down, so everything's packed away in the dry. Just what we like to see. Tremblaye produces once again. So hopefully we might get 1 or 2 more before the end of the day. But if not, see you on the next trip. Just the rod left in, all the bivvies down, all packed away in the dry. Just in time for the rain. Wind's getting up. 32-pound common. Still a few rods left in the lake. See if we can get anything else before we pack up for good. Second fish of the afternoon. So now only 2 rods left in the water for myself. My 14th fish. Scraper 20 common. Things are going well, and this thing has been really troughing on the bait. It's everywhere in this sling. Fish like this, really good news for the lake. These have been born and bred in the lake, so a couple of years time they'll be well into the 30s. Great stuff. You don't get tired of seeing the views like we've got here. Just walking up to the old Royal Stables building that houses the eating area, John and Jan's dwelling in the top right hand corner. We've got an apartment with 2 single beds in the bottom left on the ground floor. Showers, toilets, you name it, anything you need is in there. And as we pan round, we've got the remains of 12th century Castle Tremblaye. Unbelievable place. Lovely tracks through the wildflowers to the lake. Just a shame it's The weather's let itself down for the last few hours. But never mind. Looking forward to next time.